in here. Wanted to jump on and talk to you guys about assuming, what it means, why it causes so much disruption in our relationships, and what we can do to clean that ish up. Because here, life, relationships, it's all about taking personal responsibility. It's about doing your part in any given relationship at any given time. Because we cannot force other people to change. We can only change ourselves. But in changing ourselves, we're actually changing the dynamic of the relationship. Because we're changing one piece of the equation, one piece of the recipe that is equaling this outcome. And when you change a part of the recipe, you will change the outcome. It is undeniable. So in this particular piece, we're going to talk about assuming. If you're still assuming, you got to stop that ish. You got to stop that ish right now. If I had two hands right now, I'd be giving you the big X sign. Okay? My thing's broken, and I haven't held the phone with my hand. Why? First of all, what is it that we're making assumptions about? We're making assumptions about other people's behavior. All right? Somebody does something, and then we go, oh, that means X. We assign a reason and a motive and a feeling and an emotion behind what that person did. And then we respond to that story, that assumption that we made up. Then, if we're incorrect, we have now brought forward this illusion, this falsity, this lack of truth and clarity into the relationship. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of somebody doing that, it's quite maddening. Because you're like, what are you talking about? Well, you did that because you're blah, 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 and I know this, and you're mad at that now, or you're jealous, or you don't care. That's a big one. We always want to assume that people don't care and don't love us. So we make up these huge-ass stories about this particular thing, when truth be known, we are assuming. We're not in their head. We're not in their head. You don't know. You don't know the reason. You don't know how their brain did a whole bunch of math and equations to come up with why they did what they did, or how they responded or reacted to you. You don't know. I've been on the receiving end of this a lot in my life, where people will tell me, you did that for X reason. And I'm like, what? No, I didn't. That isn't even, and here's the weird part, you guys, my brain doesn't even think that way. Like, that is not a neural pathway that I can claim. My brain doesn't even think like that. And these people are like, oh yeah, you did this, and I'm like, okay, why didn't you ask me? Why didn't you ask me? What did you mean by that? What was that all about? Does that mean you don't want to go at all? Does that mean this? Does that mean that? What does it mean? I don't understand. Can you help me clarify? Let me tell you something, you guys, about stop assuming. Let me tell you. When you stop assuming, life gets joyous. It gets happy. It's triumphant. I actually hear horns blowing when I stopped assuming. And you know how much less pain you have to feel when you stop assuming? You're not making up stories about another person's behavior. So it doesn't hurt. So you ask the person, please tell me what it is that you meant by that. A lot of times, you guys, people are going to think you're being sarcastic. Okay? Because people are used to those kind of sarcastic little remarks from people. But I'll say, I'm saying this truthfully. I don't understand. Can you tell me why it is that you don't want to go? Why you said no? Why you're turning this down? Why you slammed the door? Whatever it is. Can you tell me what's going on so that I don't assume something negative? And let me tell you something. The majority of the time, it is something so benign that it doesn't even matter. It had nothing to do with me. And here's the best part of all, is that once you start doing this, you're going to get to know your people so well that when they do certain things, you'll already fill in the blank with something that's positive or clear at least. Your relationships get so much clearer and cleaner when you start asking questions. Communication is key. It is key in relationships. It really is. And it's allowing people the space to be honest with us without having a fat sissy fit so that they feel like that they can't talk to us. We got to learn to hold a space of curiosity. Curiosity is such a beautiful word. Curiosity. What is this person trying to say to me? What do they really mean? What's going on behind the scenes? What is this all about? Rather than it's assuming because they don't love you and because you suck and they're going to leave you and, perpetuating your people-pleasing skills, because that's what they really are. Okay. I hope you guys got a lot from this. If you're still assuming, it's time to stop that ish. Stop. Ask questions. Be bold. Be bold. Be brave. Be brave. There's nothing that's going to happen to you if you ask a question. You're just going to ask a question. And you're going to get a response. And then you're going to ponder that response. And you're going to you're going to find out that it wasn't near as scary or negative as you thought it was. Okay? So much love to you guys. Peace, 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 peace. I love you. Bye.